Are you sick and tired of your short form content looking like everybody else's? Well, in today's video, I'm going to show you how to make your short form content go from like this to like this. And all you need is a couple of OBS plugins, no editing required, and you can record clips live on stream. So let's get into it. The first plugin you're going to need, and probably the most important, is Aitum Vertical. Aitum Vertical is a powerful plugin that allows you to add a vertical section to your OBS, which will allow you to record, stream in vertical content. It even has a really cool flashback record feature, which you just press a button, or say the last 30 seconds of a clip. So say you get a good kill on Apex or something cool happens in the stream, you can press a hotkey, it records it all, saves it, ready to upload, all in a vertical content. The second plugin is called Blur Filter. This is a very simple plugin that allows you to add a filter to sources and give it a blur. The last plugin you're going to need is called Source Clone. This allows you to create duplicate sources and allow you to have different filters and settings on these sources. This will, for example, if you have a game scene, you can add a blur and have it not affect your game scene originally. All the plugins come with easy to use installers and will be linked below. You don't need to copy files or anything like that. You just run an installer and it all works. So let's get into it. So guys, now you've got all your plugins installed, you should see your vertical scene along with your scenes and sources. If you'd like a more in-depth video, there will be one linked in the description below on how to set up Aitum Vertical. So, first of all, you want to create your scene. I have one called Vertical Gaming, but we're going to create a fresh one for this example. So the scene nothing is what we're going to be using. If we press the plus in the bottom, we can then go and add our webcam under Video Capture Devices, webcam. As you can see, here's a cool little picture of me. Now what we can do, we can scale this down a bit. I like to have mine a bit cropped. So if we crop it a bit, that looks pretty good, I'd say. What you can do is also right click, go to transform, and then you can center horizontally to make sure that's right in the middle. I might crop it down up, crop it up a bit. Now that looks, to me that looks pretty cool. So what we can now do is we can add another source, and this is going to be our game. So that would be under game capture, and then we can drag that below our webcam, and this is how we can have our game. What I like to do is to fit in a good portion of the game. So if we just lower it a bit, make it a bit smaller, you get a lot more visual of the game. And then we can also center that horizontally. I might make that just a bit more bigger to take up more of the screen, to make it a bit more easier to see on phones. Now we can do that, center it horizontally, and we're good. I like to do it this way rather than take up the, have it either all the way in like that or all the way in like that. Reason being is it still allows you to get a good portion of the game, but it doesn't have to be too zoomed in either. So that's pretty cool. I like it that way, and just fine tune it a little bit. Bear in mind, most games, really, most of it's happening right in the middle of the screen, so you don't need the edges too much, for most games anyway. So that's really good for clipped. So then what we can do now is if we add another source, and then we go to source clone, we can create a new source clone. Oh, I added my old source clone. We don't need to do that. We can add a source clone, and then we can add a new source clone. So this will give you this box here. So what you have to do, you choose either the clone type, I have it on source, and then you choose your source. So obviously, if you want it to be the game, you have it as the game. Now I think I've just copied the game scene. I want it to be the game capture. Apologies. There you go. So now you have your game capture as a clone. So we use the source clone, I think, and then we drag that behind everything. As you can see, we now have behind everything the source clone. So what we can do, we can enlarge it. And we transform, center it horizontally. And you think, that looks a little bit weird. So now, on that source clone, we can go to filters, effect filters, blur. And I like to use Gaussian blur under the type. And I like to pull it maybe around 20 to 22. Looks pretty good. So that gives you that blurred mirrored effect kind of thing. And that looks a lot more cleaner. Let's move this down. What we can do, you can spice things up a bit. So I'm gonna add my logo. So we go image. I've already got my logo, but you can, you just add it as an image. Boom. And you can even add some text. I'm gonna have Twitch TV /the Mahano. Guys, go check me out on Twitch. And then we can send that horizontally. And there we go. I think that's looking pretty good. It's looking a lot better than just a simple edit, simple clip. And all I've got to do, press the flashback record button, and it will record the last 30 seconds of gameplay. If you like this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Please do check out my Twitch. I hope you have a great day. Goodbye.